Let's do sports, and here with that is Rick Amorati. What's going on, pal?
All right, Big D. Well, NHL Stanley Cup Finals Game 5, Amalie Arena down in Tampa, just getting underway. Lightning are up 3-1, looking to close it out, and hopefully the Mayor will get her wish and they'll win their Stanley Cup championship tonight in Tampa and not go back to Montreal, where Big D says they're going to go back to, and this is going to go 7.
and someone's going to go pay her a visit after they lose tonight and say, you need to go on vacation. We don't need to hear from you anymore.
Absolutely. Good one today. Euro 2020 semifinal action. Another great game right down to the wire. Wembley Arena, Wembley Stadium, I should say, in London, England. James Benge and Roger Gonzalez of CBS Sports reported just about an hour and a half ago. England is through the Euro to the 2020 Euro final, and they'll face Italy on Sunday thanks to a controversial, dramatic 2-1 win over Denmark in the semifinals in extra time. Today's match saw regulation end at 1-1 before Harry Kane scored a fortunate winner in the first half of extra time. Raheem Sterling won a penalty with a minimal contact from Matthias Jensen, with Kane taking the penalty in the 104th minute. His initial effort was saved. The initial shot was stopped. Goalie made a fantastic save, sliding towards the goalpost. However, on the rebound, the rest of the Danes couldn't catch up, and Kane just popped it in on the goalie's right-hand side. And England is on to the final, and they're going to face Italy. Should be an unbelievable game Sunday afternoon. I'm definitely going to be watching that, Big D. I think it's going to be a great game. And England, technically, they're going to be the home team. They're going to be in Wembley. So, and they're looking to win for the first time since 1966. So, 55 years, long time. So, boy, they're going to be fired up. Boy, imagine the pubs on Saturday night before that game. Going to be crazy. So, and we'll have a full report Monday on that. Major League Baseball scores. It was about 7 or 8 matinee games today that are already in the books. Rays 8-1 over the Indians in Game 1. Braves crushed the Pirates 14-3. Atlanta had a 7-run 8th inning. White Sox over the Twins 6-1. Tigers over the Rangers 5-3. Brewers, Mets beat them 4-3 in Game 1, and right now the Brewers are leading 2-0 in Game 2. That's in the 4th inning right now. Cincinnati Reds beat the Royals 5-2, and the Angels over the Red Sox 5-4. Dodgers right now lead the Marlins 5-2 in the top of the 3rd, and Blue Jays and Orioles 3-0 top 4. As well, Brewers, again, as I said earlier, leading the Mets 2-0. Phillies and Cubs 0-0 bottom of the 1st, and in the top of the 1st, Athletics and Astros. And Roger Federer was upset earlier today at Wimbledon. This is from Zach Wasink of Yardbarker. All-time tennis great Roger Federer recently became the oldest man to reach the Wimbledon quarterfinals in the Open era, roughly 1 month before his 40th birthday, but saw his run at the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club come to a crashing halt today when he lost to Hubert Hurkacz 3-6, 6-7, and 0-6. So, I know, like you said earlier, Big D, we talked about it. Roger Federer's getting old and moving on a little bit, but that's a big win.
Tough to beat these young kids, even in these majors where these guys have dominated for so long. I mean, it's just no one beats Father Time, not even the greatest of all time.
Absolutely. And funny you should mention, Hubert Hurkacz was 6 years old when Federer won his first Wimbledon. So that kind of says it all right there. However, Novak Djokovic looking good. He is on the way to possibly winning his 20th Grand Slam. He has headed to the semifinals today, beating Marton Fucsovics to set up a semifinal match with Denis Shapovalov. So we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll see how he does. But Djokovic is looking good, so he's still in it, and he's a little bit older, but he's we'll see how he does. NHL Stanley Cup Final Game 5. Very chippy game right now. 0-0, late first period. However, the Lightning are out shooting the Canadiens 11-2. So they're trying to get that puck in there. They want to close this thing out. They don't want to go back to Canada and play a game 6 on Friday night. So we'll keep you updated on that. But right now, 0-0, late first. And speaking of finals and championship games, we had Game 1 last night from Phoenix, where Chris Paul, who's waited 16 years to get to the NBA Finals. He had some game last night with 32 points and 9 assists. Devin Booker had 27, and the Suns beat Giannis Antetokounmpo and his Milwaukee Bucks 118-105 last night in Game 1. Paul scored 16 points during a sensational third quarter alone that had Phoenix fans who waited 20 years to see the NBA Finals screaming in delight. DeAndre Ayton added 22 points and 19 rebounds. So, Suns look really, really strong. I know we talked a little bit about it last night, Big D. They are a favorite, and I had them in 5, and nothing tells me otherwise. Maybe Milwaukee steals one at home. Obviously, tomorrow night's going to be a pivot game, too, if the Bucks are to make any type of statement. I always say an NBA series doesn't start until somebody wins on somebody else's court, but I think the Suns are definitely going to take the first 2 games and possibly the third game. But again, we'll keep an eye as we always do. Also, we had the big match last night. Bryson DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers beat Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady. This is from Tom Van Haren, ESPN staff writer. Bryson DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers defeated Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady in the match on TNT last night. The 4 played in the charity event at Picturesque, the reserve golf course at Moonlight Basin in Big Sky, Montana. Only 7,500 feet over the altitude, Big D. Very high in the air. That ball was flying. I think Brady hit a 396-foot drive.
Altitude must have gotten to Phil's head. That's why he sucked.
It was the 4th version of the match, a series that began with Tiger Woods and Mickelson playing in a winner-take-all match against each other. It eventually expanded with Brady, Steph Curry, Charles Barkley, and Peyton Manning. The players, of course, exchanged barbs themselves throughout the match, from Rodgers poking fun at Mickelson's belt buckle to Mickelson telling Brady they had a 4th and 3 situation, down 8 points on the 16th hole, and that they needed to go for it and couldn't play it safe. That was a joke from the way the Packers handled that Tampa Bay Buccaneers NFC Championship game, in which Rodgers' team, they decided to kick the field goal, the coach, instead of trying to drive in a touchdown. So Mickelson getting a little dig in there as well. However, Rodgers drained 3 consecutive birdie putts to seal things, and at its conclusion, the donations and contributions will provide 6.3 million meals for Feeding America and 2.6 million to My Brother's Keeper. So great event for charity and a lot of fun. Charles Barkley was getting his digs into. He was one of the announcers. So good fun. I hope you had a chance to catch it. I saw the highlights and looked enjoyable.
I saw, Aaron Rodgers was they're all wearing earpieces, and the guys who are calling it talk to him when they're in the cart driving. And I saw the one segment where Aaron Rodgers was driving in the cart, and the guy who, I don't know who it was trying to get him to say, are you going to be under center in week 1 for the Green Bay Packers? And I'm telling you, not even in a joking way, he had no interest in talking about it.
No.
0.
Nope.
I was actually a little surprised. I mean, because I've contended all along that this is all nonsense, and of course he's going to be under center. And I still think that, but I don't know. This might run a little deeper than maybe the people in Green Bay would want it to be running.
Yeah, camp is in about 2.5 weeks. They're going to have camp. So if he's not there and he holds out, could be very interesting. There's a lot of serious talk about him missing the whole year. I think that'd be a mistake.
Missing the whole year? I haven't heard any talk about him missing the whole year.
Mental illness break is something that he's been talking about, and he's been having some issues. And
okay.
We'll see.